highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Maverick stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Dallas.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it. And it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 48-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
As an educator, I want to ignite a fire within my students, to push them to dig deeper, question more, and create something beautiful. And with guaranteed lifetime income from TIAA, I'm able to focus more on helping my students define and change their futures, because I know TIAA is there helping take care of mine. Work passionately. Retire confidently. Learn more at TIAA.org/neverrunout. Annuities issued by Teachers Insurance and Annuity Association of America, New York, New York. Guarantees subject to its claims paying ability.
All right, Mavs fans, give it up for your Raising Cane's starting lineup. At center, fresh from the Cane's kitchen, it's hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers. The Cane's secret weapon, tangy cane sauce. And always ready in that crucial supporting role, Texas Toast. The perfect backcourt partner. It's crinkle cut fries. All season long, enjoy the all-star lineup at your Raising Cane's. Proud partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Go Mavs.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles towards your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free check bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to Dallas Mavericks basketball. 97.1 The Eagle.
Let's check on all the action around the NBA on the Mavs Radio Network.
And a lot of action inside the NBA tonight with 15 games, all 30 teams in action here on the penultimate night prior to the All-Star break. The scoreboard brought to you by Alexis. Already have a couple of finals in. Boston takes care of San Antonio tonight at TD Garden, 116-103. Jason Tatum, 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. Victor Wembanyama, 17 points, 13 rebounds in the loss. Orlando protects the home court. They beat Charlotte tonight, 102-86. Paolo Banchero, 24 points to lead the way for the Magic as they improve to 27-29. In progress right now, they're going to overtime in Washington. Wizards and Pacers are tied at 120. Jordan Poole with 35 points to lead the way for the Wizards into that one. 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter in Brooklyn, where the Nets on top of the 76ers, 87-75. Sixers trying to avoid a fifth straight loss. A minute to go in the third quarter in the Garden. The Knicks lead the Hawks 102-98. Karl Anthony Towns, the story here. He's got 39 points in the third quarter. Cavaliers beating up on the Raptors in Toronto tonight, 110-85. Evan Mobley, the double-double, 10 points and 14 rebounds. At the half, the Pistons lead at Chicago, 66-59. 4:35 to go in the third. Milwaukee leading at Minnesota, 63-58. Timberwolves big man Rudy Gobert, 16 points and 12 rebounds. Sacramento, they lead at New Orleans right now in the third quarter, 4 minutes in, 75-72. New Orleans trying to avoid a 10th consecutive loss. Just starting the second half in Oklahoma City, Miami, whom the Mavericks will see tomorrow night. Heat lead the Thunder 66-52. Bam Adebayo's got 17 points. About 2 minutes ago in the first half in Houston, Rockets and Suns, they are tied at 50. Kevin Durant, he's got 16 points in that one for the Suns. In the first quarter, the Nuggets all over the Blazers, 33-20. Fast start for Jamal Murray. He's got 14 points. And the Lakers playing the Jazz this time in Salt Lake City. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, Lakers in front 21-20. Luka Doncic, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block so far in his 7.5 minutes of action. And one other game coming up at 9:30 tonight, Memphis will be in Los Angeles to take on the Clippers. And one other NBA note, one injury note, Portland's DeAndre Ayton. He's got a left calf strain that will keep him out of action for at least 4 weeks. Suffered that injury in Monday's loss to the Nuggets. Ayton's had a nice year for the Blazers, averaging a double-double of 14 and 10. And that's what's going on right now here inside the NBA. All right, time right now for the UT Southwestern Recovery Report. And for the Mavericks, it is a lengthy one. You know about Anthony Davis with the left adductor strain. Daniel Gafford went down on Monday. He's out with the right knee sprain. P.J. Washington sidelined again with the right ankle sprain. Not likely to play again tomorrow either. And now, well, you can even add one more guy to the list. How about Dante Exum? He is out tonight with left Achilles tightness. And, of course, Derek Lively remains out with a stress fracture in his right ankle. And both Caleb Martin and Dwight Powell are out with right hip strains. It's almost easier to say who is available than who's not available for the Mavericks. For Golden State, one injury for them. They're without their big man, Jonathan Kuminga, because of a right ankle sprain. And that has been the UT Southwestern Recovery Report. And time right now for our courtside interview brought to you by the Sunset at McKinney Amphitheater as we check in with our friends, Ben and Skin. Guys?
Thank you, Tyler. This is Courtside with Ben and Skin. Ben, brought to you by Sunset at McKinney Amphitheater. Very exciting things coming to McKinney. Redefining the way we experience concerts. More on that momentarily. But Skin, tonight, Mavs have their hands full with Golden State, who just got a new shiny superstar to add to their roster. And the Mavs are going to be playing shorthanded, as in the emphasis on short. They're going to be playing small tonight. So let's talk first about Jimmy Butler. What is the immediate impact that you see with Jimmy adding to that roster with Steph?
He's an alpha. I mean, he is a baller, and he ups the intensity of anything that he is involved in. He goes really hard. And putting him on the floor with Draymond Green, man, that is some barking dog action right there. And then, of course, he's still an infinitely talented player, even though he's in his mid-30s. I think he's 35 now, I believe. But this was a way for the Golden State Warriors to get elite talent for the waning years of peak Steph Curry. In fact, he's probably not the player he was, but he can dial it up at moments and still be the most important player on the floor. We saw that time and time again during the Olympics. No matter what was happening at the end of the game, Steve Kerr went to Steph, and he went to Cade on veteran heads that knew how to get it done. And now, remember, Jimmy Butler has put a lot of teams on his back and gotten them very far in the playoffs. So he's a huge addition to them. And also, he's a guy that lives at the free throw line. So on a team like the Mavericks that's shorthanded, he's going to be in attack mode, trying to get teams in foul trouble, trying to live at that free throw line. So it's just something the Mavericks are going to have to be careful about tonight.
Mavs without AD, without Gafford, without the birthday boy Lively, without Dwight Powell, without PJ, right, as well?
Yeah, last I saw, PJ is probably out tonight.
Okay, so the Mavs are going to be playing small ball. We saw against Houston and Sacramento, those teams deciding, oh, no bigs? We'll go with 2 bigs. So how can the Mavericks fight off the battle of the bigs being so small?
Well, fortunately for them, it won't be that big of an issue tonight. Golden State does like to play small, but it'll certainly be an issue for the ensuing games tomorrow night against Miami, and then getting back from the All-Star break, depending on how long, Gafford's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. We still haven't heard anything on AD yet, but we assume he's going to be out for a while. Indefinite does kind of lend itself to that. So the Mavericks are just going to have to play bigger than they are size-wise.
This has been Courtside with Ben and Skin, brought to you by the Sunset at McKinney Amphitheater, redefining the way you experience concerts. Go to sunsettexas.com for information on how to own a fire pit suite or join the exclusive Aikman Club. This opens in 2026. As for the Ben and Skin Show, catch us weekdays 3 to 6 on the Eagle, or watch Poor Spacing with Studio 41 on the Mavs YouTube channel. All right, back to you, Tyler.
Well, the Mavericks gave tremendous effort on Monday. Despite being so severely shorthanded, you would expect nothing less tonight in this important game here against the Golden State Warriors. A win, you're up a game and a half over Golden State. A loss, you're half game behind them in the standings. So a massive one coming up tonight. I'm Mike Peasley. That'll do it for the pregame show. We'll get you over to Chuck Cooperstein and Brian Damaris coming up there standing by for the call of tonight's game. It's the Golden State Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks. The lineups and opening tip-off are next on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online. I read that black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older, like you, are at high risk.
Boy, you sound like a commercial.
I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils, but remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19.
I promise if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Visit WeTalkWeRise.com to learn more. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. To learn more, visit one of our 15 Dallas Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
Lose weight easier and faster with Red Mountain Weight Loss. Discover the power of semaglutide and tirzepatide, the breakthrough GLP-1 medications that are transforming lives. You lose up to 15 pounds a month without feeling hungry or deprived. And for a limited time only, save $100 on any GLP program and get our lowest prices of the year. Don't wait. Lose up to 15 pounds by this time next month only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com.
If you've been living in the Metroplex for any amount of time, then you've probably heard Ben and I recommend the law offices of Frankel & Frankel. Partners Mark, Scott, and Gene have been friends with us and the station for a really long time. And when it comes to our own personal injury cases, we would
97.1 The Eagle, the radio home of the Mavericks.
The radio home of the Mavericks in Dallas, Fort Worth.
It's time, Mavs fans, for Dallas Mavericks basketball on the radio home of the Mavs.
Kyrie, turning. Do you have time? You got it away in time.
KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas.
This is 97.1 The Eagle and the Mavs Radio Network.
Here comes Kyrie on the drive. Up top, Davis. Break down the rim.
Now let's go courtside. Here's the radio voice of the Dallas Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein.
And welcome to the American Airlines Center, the next to last night of play before the All-Star break, and the Mavericks with a really important game as they're taking on the Golden State Warriors. Brian Damaris alongside. Really important for both of these teams. The Mavericks one game in front of Golden State. They're even in the loss column. And obviously both teams have undergone dramatic transformations since the trade deadline.
The only home game of this series, because, of course, due to the NBA Cup, we have to play 3 over there and 1 here. But Klay Thompson might have a little extra motivation seeing what contract Jimmy Butler got to get off early at the first 7 points of that last game. But you're right, totally different teams. But interestingly, both teams will probably play small for a lot of the game.
Well, one thing that we've seen here in the last couple of games, obviously Max Christie showing he was well worth the investment as part of the big trade.
but also Klay Thompson has found his three-point shot here, Brian, shooting nearly 45% from three in his last 11 games.
Yeah, they're running plays for him early and often, trying to basically tear pages out of that Golden State playbook to get him going. And when he gets that rhythm early, then he can drive to the basket, suck that defense in, and either kick it out for a three, find his shot, or find an open lob. And Max Christie, who's going to start tonight, is averaging 17 points a game as a Maverick, 58% from three. He's a real find, especially on the perimeter defensive end.
Texas Ford dealer, key to the game.
Who's going to play small ball better? I think that's what it's going to be down the stretch. The Mavericks have to play that way, and the Warriors love to play that way now with Draymond at the 5 and Butler at the 4.
Well, interesting enough, the Warriors are actually going to start the rookie Quentin Post tonight at center, who can really stretch the floor. We'll get into that, obviously, as the game goes along. The Warriors have been introduced to the crowd here in the American Airlines Center, and it is now time for the Mavericks to hit the floor. And to do the honors, here is the voice of the American Airlines Center, Sean Heath.
At center, in his fourth season for Pepperdine, number 20, Kessler Everett. At guard, in his fourth season for Michigan State, Max Christie. At forward, in his second season for Marquette, number 8, Omer Prosper. And forward in his 12th season from Washington State, number 31, the captain, Klay Thompson. And at guard in his 14th season from Duke, number 11, Kyrie Irving. Our head coach is Jason Kidd.
Mavericks coming in at 28-26. Golden State coached by Steve Kerr in his 11th season as the head coach, the third longest tenured coach in the NBA, only behind Greg Popovich, and the man who will be in here tomorrow night, Eric Spoelstra, with the Miami Heat, and he will present this lineup brought to you by Fleurette. Prepared to be floored. Jimmy Butler, 6'7" in his 14th year from Marquette, 17.4 points, 5.3 rebounds, 53.5% shooting in his third game since coming over in the big trade with the Miami Heat. Draymond Green, 6'7", his 13th year from Michigan State, 8.3 points, 5.8 rebounds, 5.5 assists. The rookie Quentin Post, the 52nd overall pick in last summer's draft, 7-footer out of Boston College by way of the Netherlands. And in the backcourt, Buddy Hield, 6'4" in his 9th year from Oklahoma, 11.8 points, 3.4 rebounds. And Steph Curry, 6'2" in his 16th year from Davidson, 23.3 points, 4.5 rebounds, 6.1 assists. And on a real heater right now, averaging 35.5 points per game in his last 4.
He's got a lot more space now with Jimmy Butler in there. Jimmy Butler can initiate some offense, let him play off the ball. He's not just having to play a high pick and roll all the time. He can attack the basket, shoot that three, close out on shooters.
The other guy to keep an eye on is the rookie Post, who in his last 4 games is at 3 double-figure games, averaging nearly 12 a game and shooting 62%. At Boston College last year, he averaged 17 a game, shot 43% from behind the line. And he's given them a new dimension to be able to spread the floor and create more space for Curry as well.
Yeah, brought up just recently from Santa Clara and has played really well. Going to get the start tonight. I still think they're going to play a lot of small ball with Draymond at the 5. When they do, you got to keep him honest. Don't let him play free safety. He's got to guard somebody, else he's going to be a real deterrent there defensively.
Mavericks tonight in the statement navy blues, white numbers and letters, Mavs written across the chest. Dallas Mavericks on either side of the pants, and they shoot to our right in the first half. The Warriors in their city editions, white uniforms, red numbers and letters outlined in blue, and red and blue and gold striping around the waist and down the sides. They'll shoot at the basket to our left. The officials tonight are James Williams, Jason Goebel, and Jonathan Sterling. And it'll be Sterling who holds the ball between Post and Prosper. Thanks for staying up late with us tonight. And the Warriors will get the first look at it. And Curry will start things off, and it'll be played by Christie as he comes through the center circle. To his right off, Butler, played by Edwards. Edwards on the switch, screen by Green. They switch again, play pick and roll with Green, and up top for Butler. That's knocked away by Christie and picked up by Prosper.
Yeah, you can tell that's where they were going for the lob to Butler right off the top.
Irving skids it right side in the corner to Edwards, who brings the ball back out beyond the arc. And across the way to the left to Thompson against Curry. Put it on the floor on the drive. Nice wraparound. And Omax with a reverse to score with the left hand.
Curry's the man you want to attack defensively. And there's a steal, almost a steal.
Off of Draymond Green, but he got it to Butler, and then backing up his heel from the right corner for three. No good. The rebound off the hands of Edwards. It's picked up by Butler. And another chance for Golden State. Now heel left side three. That's no good. Rebound post.
You've got to get on the bodies now. Rebounding such a priority with this small lineup. You're a minus 20 in the second quarter through the overtime the other night.
Overall, minus 18. Gave up 13 offensive rebounds, 18 second chance points to the Kings. And the game tied at 2. Kyrie at the top. Play by Hield. Jab step, drive to his right. At the block, the spin in the lane, fade away, dotted line, good.
He's going to have to look to score early in this one, generate some offense.
Mavericks with the early 4-2 lead. Draymond will initiate this time. Just pass right on the pin down. Curry at the right wing, met by Christie. Jab step, fake right, go left into the lane, and from the nail, and that settles in. Hung on the front of the rim forever before dropping through.
Max Christie made him earn that, stayed in front of him.
Game tied at 4. Minute and 45 in. Kyrie, top of the arc, pull up three, off the right of the rim, no good in post with a rebound for Golden State.
I like that was a long three, deep, not a short one. It shows that he's still got the legs.
Here comes Curry against Edwards to the right corner to Draymond. Inside the arc, now back out to the top to post, back to Curry, trying to get it low, couldn't do it. Now will launch it, that's wide left, and Thompson with a rebound. Good defense by Prosper and Edwards there. Now Thompson in the middle of the floor. Toward the right. Left-hand dribble behind his back, left to right. Turns to his left. Screen by Prospers. Keeps it to the left. And from the left of the lane, he'll pull up from 10 off the back rim. Rebound, Curry. Run out to Butler as Kyrie runs by. And Jimmy Butler dunks the ball.
Transition defense. Got to keep an eye on that as well.
The Warriors with a 6-4 lead. 2.5 into the game. Along the left side, it's Christie to Edwards at the top of the arc. Thompson off the curl, got a nice screen from Christie. Take the three and make it.
That was an old Golden State play, right from their playbook.
Mavericks going front 7-6. Butler in the middle of the floor. Watched by Christie. Hand off the post. Back to Butler against Thompson. Circling his Curry away from Kyrie. Backhand pass by his post for three. That rims out. And Irving, who had 9 rebounds on Monday night, comes away with his first tonight. Prosper to Irving on the drive. He beats heel to the rim and lays it up and in.
A nice dribble handoff from Omax to give Kyrie that head of steam.
Mavericks with a 9-6 lead. In the lane quickly. Here is Butler. Misses. Rebound. Batted off the board by Thompson. Taken by Prosper. Here comes Prosper up the middle. Hands off to Thompson. Against Butler. Turns to his right. And will take the three off the bounce. Banked it in. Didn't call it. Doesn't matter.
No, double outstretched arms. He knows he got lucky on that when the bank is open.
Mavericks 12 and the Warriors 6. Curry picks up the dribble out high. Hooks it right to post. Now to Green, right of the lane against Thompson. Coming around, Curry over Edwards for three. Rims out, and the rebound taken down by Thompson. Curry behind the play. Mavericks have numbers. Clay will pull up for three. Off the right of the rim. Rebound, Prosper underneath. Out to Christie. Take the three. Make the three from the right wing. And Steve Kerr will take a timeout as the Mavericks rip off 11 consecutive points. And they have a 15-6 lead with 7:59 remaining in the first quarter on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 registered trademark. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
Elevate your dining experience at Sear Steak and Spirits, one of Dallas's top-rated steakhouses. With breathtaking views of downtown Dallas, every seat is one with a view. Chef Aubrey Murphy crafts bold, unforgettable flavors using choice cuts of steak and locally sourced ingredients for an evening that's as remarkable as the view. There's only one place in Dallas, Sear. Reserve your table at sersteak.com. That's sersteak.com. Elevate your dining experience today at Sear Steak and Spirits.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot Me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 8 straight years, an excellent winning streak. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Go.
97.1 The Eagle.
The radio home of the Mavericks. The radio home of the Mavericks in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Sucks. Our front line is banged up right now, and we got to do everything in our power to hold it down while they get healthy because they're such a huge part of our team. Like, we're not obviously the same without our front line, who I think is one of the best in the NBA. So it sucks that Daniel went down. He's such a huge part of what we do, and we're going to be there to support him and do the best we can to win these last 2 games before a much-needed break.
Klay Thompson with tonight's Dallas Morning News quote of the game. Mavericks, 11 consecutive points in the last minute and 17 seconds. 7:59 remaining in the first, and up 15-6.
Klay getting off early. He knows exactly how Golden State plays defense. He takes advantage of it. They're trying to hunt Curry on one-on-one opportunities, shoot over him. Ball movement. Omac's really been active early with the boards and with the defense. Already has 2 assists and 2 boards here.
And rebounding is going to be so important. Not that they necessarily can win the rebound battle, Brian, but they just can't get blown out.
You got to put a body on a body, eliminate the offensive boards. You cannot give Golden State extra chances at it because they will eventually score, especially when they get small.
Well, they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. Golden State is and really have been for the last few years, even though they do play as small as they do. 4th in the league this year at 12.7 for 15.1 second chance points, and they have the ball now out of the timeout. Shooting to our left. Here's Green left wing. Down low, Butler on the left block against Christie. Over the top finds Hield. Sidestep left, take the 3 and make it over Kyrie Irving.
He can shoot.
37% for Hield. Got off to a great start this year, averaging nearly 19 points a game in his first 10, but has really fallen off since then. It's 15-9. Kyrie behind his back, left to right, drives on. Hield in the lane behind the back, and Prosper got a hand on it, couldn't hold it. Curry got it, ahead to Butler. That's blocked by Thompson, but a foul on Thompson. That'll put Butler on the line.
He says he got ball first, but not what Jason Goble saw. Let's take a look at the replay. He did get ball. Ooh. Don't know why they're not. Jason Kidd looking back. Yeah, he might. I think he's going to is he challenging or is having a talk? He's challenging.
He is. He will challenge it. Yeah. This early in the game, you hate to use it, but it will be used. With 7:17 remaining in the first quarter, the Mavericks up 15-9 on Golden State on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
The Dallas Morning News has been running a full-court press since 1885. Always going hard in the print. With no timeouts.
Don't miss breaking news on broken ankles. We cover the game from assist to zone D and everything in between. Visit dallasnews.com/Mavs for an exclusive digital offer.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot Me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Easy there. There's a better way to NBA with the NBA app.
Wait, really?
Follow your favorite teams and the league's brightest stars. Be on the ball with real-time stats and scores.
Yeah?
And go behind all the drama with new docs and shows. Catch every swish, dunk, and bucket. All of this, all in one place, all for free.
Thank you.
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
You're listening to Dallas Mavericks basketball.
97.1 The Eagle.
I'm Mike Peasley here at the Modelo Sports Desk. On Monday night, Luka Doncic made his Lakers debut against the Jazz, had 14 points. Tonight, it's the rematch, this time in Salt Lake City. 5:46 to go in the first half. Utah in front of the Lakers, 41-39. Luka's got 7 into that one. Elsewhere, the Nuggets beating up on the Blazers tonight, 50-34 in the second quarter as Denver goes after their 8th straight win. And earlier, the Celtics beat the Spurs 116-103. Jason Tatum had 32. And in overtime, Pacers outscored the Wizards 134-130 despite 42 points from Jordan Poole. Chuck.
7:17 remaining in the first quarter. The Mavericks challenge successful. Klay Thompson a blocked shot. The Mavericks had imminent possession of the ball, and thus it will be their ball as we resume with the Mavericks up 15-9.
And sometimes you just do that, even early in the game, just to kind of keep the refs on and say, hey, we're watching you. Remember, like, give us some love here. That was a wrong call. They'll have a challenge left.
You'd like to have 2 challenges in the second half, though, if you can. Just hate to use it that early, but they had to. I mean, it was really pretty clear. It didn't take long for the officials to correct themselves. And here's Thompson, pick and roll, left block, Prosper in the lane. They find Edwards, and he hits it over post. Nice flash by Kessler Edwards in the middle of the lane.
Nice ball and body movement there by the Mavs.
Mavericks up by 8, 17-9. Dallas 6 of 9 shooting. Left wing, Draymond Green straddles the three-point line, looking deeper left side for Butler. Butler played by Edwards to the top to Green on the drive. Oh, and he fooled everybody. Had a straight line to the rim, laid in with the left hand.
And Lomax went away from him. Patted his chest in, my bad.
17-11. Prosper to Kyrie against Hield. At the left wing, left-hand dribble. Pull-up 15-footer is short in the rebound to post of Golden State. To Butler up the left side. Wearing the red headband tonight. And to Hield. With a white headband from right to left. Don Prosper into the lane. Shoots the fadeaway off 1 foot. That's long. Tipped off the board by Butler. Picked up by Edwards. Ahead to Prosper. Runs it down to the right baseline. Finds Thompson. Open for 3. And that is short. The rebound taken by Hield of Golden State. To Green over the top to Curry. Left corner post. Thompson got back to him. Made him give it up to Hield to the trailing Green. On the drive to the rim. Laid up. And no good, but a foul going to be called on Prosper. And free throws coming for Draymond Green.
It looks like he lowered his shoulder, doesn't it? Boy, how is that? Goodness. I mean, you're not going to use your second challenge right there, but that's just a horrible call. And Jason Kidd is having a few words. That's just obvious. I'm sorry.
Jonathan Sterling getting the brunt of what Jason Kidd is saying right now, and fairly animated.
When Jason Kidd, he looks calm. He's saying some very serious things to those officials. They're getting a clear message that he's not happy.
So the Mavericks make their first subs of the night. As Spencer Dinwiddie, and Najee Marshall checking the game for the Mavericks. With Thompson and Edwards sitting down. That's who's in and who's out. Brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. That's what a hamburger is all about. 2 free throws for Green. Make it 17-13. Prosper outside the arc, right of the circle. And A foul against Golden State, and Gary Payton, who just checked in the game as well, gets called for a holding foul at the foul line.
Looney in the game. They're not going small just yet. Looney in that first game plays return to Golden State. Obviously, all those offensive rebounds. We saw him in the Western Conference Finals a couple of years ago. Really wreaked some havoc as well.
No one retrieves more offensive rebounds playing fewer minutes than Kevon Looney does. 3 offensive rebounds per game in about 16 minutes of play. Kyrie double left baseline out to Prosper. He'll drive and spin with the left hand, put it up and in. That's a pretty move against Looney.
I didn't know he had that in his repertoire.
19-13. Here's Curry right to left and stepping back for 3 and hits over Edwards.
We know he can do that. That's a tough shot, and he's still able to nail it.
Curry, 39.2%, a little below his otherworldly averages for his career. 19-16. Marshall, left side of the floor against Moses Moody into the middle. To the right to Prosper. They play off him. Put it on the floor to the baseline. Tried to turn the corner. Couldn't do it as Payton poked it away, but it came right to Kyrie to knock down a three-pointer from the right corner.
It's 1 of 2 from deep, and Prosper gets his hand on it.
One, and it comes right to Irving, and he lays it up and in as Prosper blocked that pass and able to get it to Irving for the basket.
4 points, 4 assists, 2 boards, and a steal.
24-16. Here's Curry to his left, up top, and there's Gary Payton getting inside to Spencer Dinwiddie for the dunk.
Yeah, just went right past him. Dinwiddie knows it.
24-18. Christie against Curry. He'll drive it to the block. Pumps, goes up, foul. He'll go to the line to shoot.
How do you like the 22-year-old going right at Steph? He knows that's the guy you want to attack defensively. Didn't hesitate, went right in there and drew the foul.
Well, and he's got the size advantage, too. He's got almost 3 inches on him, and he always shoots it from a really high shooting position. His shot's not going to get blocked. And that's well played. And, again, Max Christie, his 5th game with the Mavericks, his first 4 games, all with 15 points or more.
And you know why I know that the Mavericks trust him as a high basketball IQ player? Because he's the one throwing the ball inbounds at key times.
Well, he threw the one inbound to Clay at the end of the game.
You always want smart, high basketball IQ guys making that, because you got to make a decision in such a short amount of time.
And one more coming from Max Christie out of suburban Chicago. 1 year at Michigan State before being drafted 35th overall by the Lakers in the 2023 draft. And 2 free throws made for him, and the Mavericks up by 8, 26-18. Brandon Podziemski in the game for Golden State. To Payton, low post to Looney. Now to Curry, whips it out, finds Podziemski, got by Irving, and on the run, the left-hand floater is good from just below the foul line. Brandon Podziemski in his 2nd year out of Santa Clara makes it 26-20 as we come down on 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Prosper to Kyrie, tight curl left to right, at the right elbow and back to Prosper. Going to drive it on Looney, lost the handle, got it back. Here comes Marshall down the lane, hook it back to Prosper, open in the left corner for 3. It's short, and the rebound taken by Looney.
It's the shot that's so important for him.
Here comes Curry for Golden State. They try to trap him, dribbles out of that trap to the right corner, and Payton will try the 3, and he hit it. Gary Payton shooting just 21% from 3. 12 of 58 this year with that make. 26-23. Here's Irving against Curry. Jump stop, met by the double team. Hangs, floats it, and scores.
Yeah, he got past Curry, met some resistance. Still able to get the shot off.
Kyrie's got 11 in the quarter on 5 of 7 shooting. 28-23. Moody right wing 3. That's no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. And it'll be Dallas ball as Looney could not get a hand on it. Here come more subs for Golden State as Butler comes back in, and the Brazilian Gui Santos will come in. And Jaden Hardy's going to get off the Maverick bench.
You want to close out. He played a nice quarter here. 5-point lead with 3 to play. Close it out strong.
Here comes Irving up the right side against Podziemski. Right to left on him to the nail. Keeps the dribble behind him. Prosper going to try to drive it on Looney. Can't get to the rim. Backs up to the wing. Now out to half court to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Along the left side. Drop it off Prosper. In the lane. Jump stop spin. Out to Dinwiddie. 2 to shoot. On the drive. The run. Got it away in time. And he beat the shot clock and hits the runner.
Dinwiddie's so huge in that game the other night.
Mavericks shooting 12 of 18 here in the first quarter. They've hit 6 of the last 7. Butler at the break of the right wing against Irving. Going to try to back him down. No help. And doesn't look to shoot. Across the way to Podziemski. Left to right on the drive with the right hand. That rims out. And the offensive rebound to put back by Looney.
He's got to just know where he is on the court at all times. Put a body on him.
Third offensive rebound for Golden State. 4 second chance points. Christie off of Kyrie, middle of the floor against Podziemski. Spins to his right, crosses to his left, into the lane, trying to step through, can't do it. Now shoot the fadeaway. They'll call it travel first.
Yeah, he moved that pivot foot.
He's well defended by Brandon Podziemski. The second Maverick turnover as Hardy and Kyler Kelly come in the game for the Mavericks. As Christie will get his first break, and Omax will as well.
And now they're pulling Looney out, so as we put Kelly in.
No, Looney's going to inbound the ball.
Oh, excuse me.
Looney into Podziemski. 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter, 30-25. Podziemski to Butler behind the right hash mark. Podziemski screen left, another screen from Looney, keeps the dribble, jump stop, spins, doesn't shoot, out to Podziemski, right to Moody, down low. Here's Looney to the cutting Podziemski, behind him to Santos with 3 to shoot. Now to Butler with 1, got it away in time, that's no good. Rebound, batted around, and Dinwiddie out of the traffic with it for the Mavericks. Up the left side to Hardy, attacking on Moody, to the trailing Kyrie, left to right, an offensive foul going to be called. And it's on Hardy, who had the right idea, but again, you've got to get yourself set. That a lot of times that is actually on the ball handler not waiting long enough, but Hardy just never got himself set.
He just plowed right into him, and after a great defensive possession, he wanted to take advantage of that.
We know we owe you a station ID. We'll get it to you as quickly as we can. 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Podziemski to Looney, back to Podziemski to his left on the weave with Butler left to right. At the right elbow, he'll pull up over Kelly, and he hits it for his second basket of the quarter. 30-27. Golden State shooting 50% in the quarter on 11 of 22. Here's Marshall against Santos, the Brazilian. Between his legs, chest pass left to Hardy. Coming up is Kelly to set a screen against Butler to the left. And then dragging right is Hardy. Hardy right of the lane, then back out Marshall, 6 to shoot, top of the arc against Santos, crossing right to left, little bump below the dotted line, and hits the floater.
He gets into the paint, he can hit that shot.
32-27. And the Warriors can play 2 for 1 here. And Podziemski wants a screen from Butler. He gets it deeper to the left side. Now above the break. Trying to get the Butler, can't. Over the top Santos. Now to Moody on the drive. Met by Kelly. Banks it up and in over Kelly. That's a terrific shot by Moses Moody. 32-29. Final 30 seconds. Here comes Hardy. To the trailing Kelly, makes the catch in the lane, back out to Marshall. Screen by Kelly, got to the elbow, pull up, long and right, the rebound taken by Looney.
He has a good screen on Butler to get that open look.
Podziemski walks it through the center circle, the shot clock off. Podziemski between his legs, back and forth, down to 7, 6 to his right with 5, 4, 3, bounces to Butler, quickly left to Moody, got it away in time, and got fouled by Hardy. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3 times.
Hardy trying to get back into this rotation, has to play some minutes because you're so banged up. But when you get the opportunity, he's made 2 mental errors in just a short amount of time. That's not going to earn you more time.
And there have been a bunch of times this year, too, where Jaden Hardy has been the person fouling a 3-point shooter. And it's happened way too often for him as Moody misses the first one before the next 2. Let's pause 10 for station identification on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas. Raw at 97.1, The Eagle.
Second free throw by Moses Moody, good. Gary Payton comes back in for Santos as probably a better rebounder in case of the miss by Moody. Moses Moody 73% from the free throw line, and here's the third one. That's good. 1.2 remaining in the quarter. Brandon Williams is in here at the end of the quarter. And looking, and he'll get it into Hardy at the foul line. Lost it off his foot. As the horn sounds to end the first quarter, Golden State ends the quarter on an 8-2 run. The Mavericks shoot 65% in the first quarter, 13 of 20. Golden State 12 of 23, 52%. And after one, it's the Mavericks 32, the Warriors 31 on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
Still paying a park at the AAC? That's an alley-oops. Save big by riding Dart. Enjoy fast, convenient service right to the arena. And catch tip-off from your seat, not the parking lot. Plan your trip at dart.org/Mavs.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it. And it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 48-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Texas seasons are getting longer and more unpredictable, but TXU Energy Ultimate Season Pass is the answer. 50% off energy charges during peak winter and summer, plus even more months of automatic savings.
So what if it's icy when it's supposed to be rainy?
Enjoy more savings for more of the year. Over $450.
But what if it's hot when it's supposed to be cold?
Get Texas-size savings for Texas-size seasons. No ifs, ands, or buts. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Visit TXU.com for more information. Rep number 10004.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 8 straight years, an excellent winning streak. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs.
Still paying a park at the AAC? That's an alley-oops. Save big by riding Dart. Enjoy fast, convenient service right to the arena. And catch tip-off from your seat, not the parking lot. Plan your trip at dart.org/Mavs.
You're listening to Dallas Mavericks basketball.
97.1 The Eagle.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brian Damaris at the American Airlines Center. Start of the second quarter. Mavericks a 32-31 lead. Got off to a great start. 11-0 run to build an early 9-point lead. Warriors fighting their way back into the game. Dallas 65% shooting in the quarter. 4 of 7 from 3. Led by 11 from Kyrie Irving and 6 from Klay Thompson. The Warriors with 10 players who played in the first quarter, 9 of whom scored. None scoring more than the 5 points scored by both Stephen Curry and Gary Payton.
Yeah, and you're going to have, listen, Kyrie Irving knowing he needs to score early, 11 points. Omax was really the most impressive player in terms of his overall hustle on both ends of the floor. He's got 5 assists and 2 rebounds to go with his 4 points and a steal. Really liked what he had to do, especially knowing that he's got to play the 5 tonight.
Well, and this is so important, too, for Omax because he's definitely gotten more time and he's had more of an impact here over the last month, but he's had a hard time stringing back-to-back good games together. And if he can do that tonight, that could go a long way toward helping the Mavericks win.
What's interesting to a player like Omax is these are the games that you rely on him to win. Like in the playoffs, listen, you got to get your stars in there. They're going to win. These are the games when everybody's hurt that you go, Omax, this is why you're here. Play your best tonight.
Mavericks having to start the second quarter. They shoot to our right. Kessler Edwards to the top of the arc. Hand off to Thompson. Got the screen and hits the three-pointer from the left of the circle.
And the screen was what opened it up. He can hit that shot when it's open.
And Thompson, again, his last 11 games, shooting just under 45% from 3. He's 3 of 5 from deep tonight, 35-31. Mavericks by 4. Butler deep left side. Coming around is Hield. Over Brandon Williams for 3. That's short. And Najee Marshall down the lane and grabbed the rebound for the Mavericks. Up the middle he comes. Here's off to his left. Hand off to Thompson. Just above the break against Draymond. Put it on the floor. Met by post. Over the top. Brandon Williams. Good closeout by Hield. Out to the top to Dinwiddie. 7 to shoot. Left to Marshall. Take the 3. Tried to bank it from bad angle. Edwards the offensive rebound. To Williams. Behind him to Dinwiddie. Right to Thompson. 9 to shoot. Put it on the floor. Beats Butler. Got to the rim. And laid it up and in.
You think he's got a little pep in his step tonight? 11 points.
So, The 3 games that he's played against the Warriors this year, he has been very fired up clearly to play. Here's Butler down low and will score it with a foul as he was led to the basket by a beautiful pass from Draymond Green.
Yeah, those are plays. Sometimes if you're late to get to him defensively, you just let him go. You don't want to add insult to injury and commit that foul.
Thompson picks up the foul, his first.
Butler shot more free throws in his first 2 games as a Warrior than any Warrior shot in a 2-game stretch for the last 7 years. That's what he brings, something where they weren't really getting the line.
Well, remember in the game against the Mavericks with Miami, in that game he hit the tying shot in the waning seconds. He misses the free throw here, and Marshall with the rebound shot 16 free throws in that game. He shot 28 in the first 2 games for the Warriors. Here's Thompson again, left of the circle, got another one. And Steve Kerr has seen enough, and especially telling Buddy Hield, you have got to get out to him.
Klay Thompson knows exactly how to play against his Warriors team, and Steve Kerr knows what Klay can do. He calls a timeout to talk about it.
14 for Thompson, 7-point Dallas lead, 40-33, with 10:35 remaining in the first half on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it. And it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 48-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and sponsor of Work Pay to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Replacing your floors can be a struggle, but it doesn't have to be. At Floret, we have a better way. Floret is a company dedicated to revolutionizing the flooring industry and taking the hassle out of updating your floors. We provide premium, sustainable flooring crafted with only the finest materials and finishes, dad style and elegance to any space. Our floors are quality tested to make sure they do more than look good. They're pet-proof, kid-proof, waterproof, and life-proof too. No hassle, no fuss. Just great-looking floors. A beautiful space starts with a beautiful floor. Find yours today at Floret.com.
No 2 people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Keith is a be in the room with real people kind of learner, so he loves the live online classes with our language experts.
Okay, class. Vos está pronto.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number say. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. To learn more, visit one of our 15 Dallas Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
Go. 97.1 The Eagle. The radio home of the Mavericks. The radio home of the Mavericks in Dallas, Fort Worth.
African American Heritage Night presented by Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey. It's February 21st, first game out of the All-Star break when the Mavericks take on the Pelicans at 7:30. Celebrate with a Mavs Energy Forever ticket pack, including a game ticket and limited edition hat, plus pre- and post-game parties and an HBCU marching band. Get your ticket pack today at Mavs.com/AAHN. Klay Thompson, all 8 Maverick points here in the first minute 25 of the second quarter as the Mavericks with a 7-point lead at 40-33.
Yeah, you can't mess up that switch. Steve Kerr knows exactly what Klay Thompson wants to do offensively, and he's imploring his team, hey, we got to get back to our principles here. And they continue to play big. They have not gone all small yet. They are trying to take advantage of the size mismatch here.
Steph Curry remains on the bench. Warriors will inbound. They shoot to our left. And Podziemski receives the inbound pass from Hield. And he'll come up left side against Brandon Williams. Podziemski right-hand dribble, middle of the floor. Butler near half court against Thompson now as he veers off to his right. Bounce pass left to Green, pitch it back to Butler, left to right dribble to the right corner, and Post catch and shoot 3 is good. That high release point from Quentin Post, who grew up in the Netherlands and has made a huge difference to the Warriors since being inserted into the rotation, makes it 40-36. Here's Williams. Left to right, back to his left, back to his right, spinning up. Pajimski pumps, can't shoot. On the left side, they'll find it. Edwards for three. That's no good. The rebound off of Green, out of bounds. And the Mavericks with 14 seconds to shoot the ball.
These are important minutes now with Kyrie on the bench and Steph on the bench. Which team can take advantage of that?
Baseline right inbound for Marshall. Quick curl, Thompson. Right corner behind the backboard. That's short. And Post with the rebound. To Pajimski. Back to Post. Top of the arc. Not looking to shoot. Left to Butler. Screen by Post. Slips out of it. Deep left side, Pajimski. Right hand dribble. Trying to turn the corner. And Will on Thompson. Missed the layup. As he took it off the floor, hit the heel of the rim. Thompson the rebound. Thompson right to left. Drives on Draymond. He'll take it off the floor and miss the layup. Hield with a rebound for Golden State. Hield trailing Butler, trailing Green down the lane. Finger roll. That's no good. And Edwards with a rebound for the Mavericks. He'll get it up to Thompson. Inside the arc. Shovel it to Edwards. Reverse it to Williams. Right side three. Got it.
There it is. After 2 point blank misses by the Warriors, the Mavs make them pay with a three.
The Mavericks 43, the Warriors 36. Dallas now 7 of 13 from three. Right side on the arena logo is Hield to Post, reversing it left to Green, ball over his head. Now it is hit. Marshall all over him. Over the top, they find Butler, and he missed it. He gets it back, pumps, goes up, blocked by Williams. Came down on top of the ball. Picked up by Dinwiddie. Here comes Marshall. And Williams, show and go, and a foul on Jimmy Butler.
They're playing aggressive, not afraid of who's in front of them. Williams taking it right to Butler. And the Warriors just cannot hit from point blank. Williams, 2 great plays, gets the block on Butler, who was pump faking multiple times, and then draws the foul on the other end.
Marshall and Dinwiddie sit down. Irving comes back in along with Christie. As the Mavericks shoot to our right with Kyrie to inbound the ball. We'll drop it into Brandon Williams. On the left side of the floor, played by Green, screened by Edwards to the top of the arc. He'll take the three. Got it! Over Quentin Post.
Brandon Williams playing some key minutes here in the first half.
Mavericks 4 of 7 from deep in the first quarter. They are 4 of 7 here to start the second quarter. 46-36. Their biggest lead. And now a steal by Edwards. Edwards right to Thompson. Right corner Williams. He's feeling it. This one comes up short. And Pajimski with a rebound for Golden State. Pajimski crossing left to right. Reaching in. Edwards knocked it away. And it's picked up by Irving. Here comes Irving up the middle against Post. Down the lane. Pull up in the dotted line. Got it.
Active hands on both of those defensive last 2 possessions. And Curran's called timeout again.
Another Golden State timeout as the Mavericks have their biggest lead of the night in the midst of a 16-5 run. They lead 48-36, 7:56 remaining in the first half on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
Panini, the exclusive trading card and sticker partner of the NBA, is the home for your favorite Dallas Mavericks collectibles. From trading cards to signed memorabilia, Panini is the place to collect your favorite Mavs players. From high-flying dunks to amazing triple-doubles, go to Panini Instant to get the hottest player highlight cards fresh off the presses. Don't miss out on all the rookie moments to veteran performances. Go to iCollectPanini.com. Who do you collect?
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 8 straight years, an excellent winning streak. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. 122 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients. Made fresh and by hand. Made with a smile to put a smile on your face. Made for special occasions or no occasion at all. Made with gratitude for every customer we get to serve. Most of all, every hamburger, cheeseburger, and double-double is made to order just for you. That's what hamburgers all about.
Go. 97.1 The Eagle. The radio home of the Mavericks. The radio home of the Mavericks in Dallas, Fort Worth.
I'm Mike Peasley here at the Modelo Sports Desk. When the Atlanta Hawks play in New York against the Knicks, you expect big things from Trae Young. Tonight, no exception. They got a wild one going on right now. In overtime, 2:45 to go. The Knicks lead 143-142. Trae Young, 36 points, 19 assists. But how about Karl Anthony Towns? 44 points and 10 rebounds. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat, who we will see tomorrow night, they had a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter against Oklahoma City. The Thunder began the fourth quarter on, get this, a 24-0 run. They outscored Miami 32-8 in the fourth to post the 115-101 victory. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 32. Chuck.
7:56 remaining in the first half. Mavericks in the first 4 minutes and 4 seconds, a 16-5 run to build a 12-point lead at 48-36.
Steph Curry coming back into the game. Keep an eye on him. Looney is in there as well. Back in, continue to play with bigs are the Warriors. And the Mavs playing with, I guess Clay's the 5?
Brandon Williams, Kessler, Edwards, Christie, Irving, and Thompson. I would say Edwards is probably the 5. But suffice to say, no one taller than 6'7" on the floor right now. Curry tried to go low to Payton, and there was Kyrie playing the passing lane in the middle of the lane to deflect it out of bounds.
And really it doesn't matter because in this lineup, you're just switching everything and trying to keep a body on a body.
Baseline right inbound, Payton into Looney, now to Moody, played by Williams. Moody spins to his left, pushes left to Santos, back to Moody, inside the arc, now drives to the right baseline. Not checking the clock, and did not get it away in time. 24-second violation.
When you switch everything, you can stay in front pretty easily, and they were able to get anything going in the paint. Got that shot clock violation.
The third turnover already for the Warriors in the first 4.5 minutes of the second quarter as Williams brings it up. Off the stagger, left to right against Santos. On the drive, little okey-do, and laid it up and in with a left hand to the right of the rim.
Brandon Williams and Omax have been two of the most impressive players for the Mavs.
8 points for Williams here in the second quarter. Here's Payton, bobbles the pass, got it back, got Edwards up in the air, and Edwards came down on top of the ball for a jump ball.
Listen, this team played really scrappy the other night in that Sacramento game. Didn't come away with the win. Continue to play hard with all the external noise, all the internal strife of seeing players go down and having to adjust. Playing such a small lineup. Really impressed with the energy and effort.
That has rarely been a problem for this team this year. They may not win games. Things happen. Bad three-point shooting, bad free throw shooting like the other night against Sacramento. Sometimes the other team just shoots the lights out, but it's not because of a lack of effort. And the tip won by Edwards to Irving and now to Klay Thompson. Against Santos, right side of the floor. Hook it to Edwards, top of the arc, back to Thompson to his left. Side step away from Santos for 3. Hits the heel of the rim. And the long rebound taken by Moody of Golden State. To Curry, right to left, between his legs, back and forth. Edwards right there with him as he dances toward his left, below, and then steps back, left corner 3. No good long. And the rebound, a loose ball foul against the Mavericks.
And you go back to the energy and effort. What does that mean when you have a consistent team through all of this that plays with energy and effort? They respond to their coach.
The coach has their attention, and they play the best that they can possibly play as Kyrie picks up the foul. His first second-team foul against the Mavericks. Looney right to left to Moody outside the arc. Curry cuts through, doesn't get it. Moody against Thompson, try to drive, right of the lane, spinning, tough fadeaway, no good. Rebound fought for, comes down to Santos. Got it back out, Curry, right to Moody. He'll try it again, and this time he gets it to go. Golden State 6 offensive rebounds, 7 second chance points. They now rebounded the Mavericks 16-13, with the Mavericks with an 11-point lead at 50-39. Thompson pick and roll with Edwards and knocked away by Santos from behind. It'll be Dallas ball as Prosper and Marshall come into the game with Edwards and Williams sitting down, and that's a pretty good 7-minute run for Brandon Williams. 8 points and 2 blocked shots.
And listen, Edwards had 4 assists and 3 boards to go with 2 steals.
Baseline left inbound, Najee Marshall inbound, watched by Santos. Try to get it to Thompson, they will. Left baseline, and over Moody, and that rims out from 15. Off the floor, Curry the rebound. Up the right side, Curry against Thompson. left to right, and he dribbled it off his foot. No, they'll say it's last touch by Thompson on the crossover.
Always fun to see Curry and Thompson go at it one-on-one.
Warriors will inbound from the right sideline. Just to the left of the Maverick bench. Moody from the foul line extended into Curry. On the move, across the way, finds Payton. Plenty of time to tee it off, and it rims out. Tipped out by Santos beyond the arc, and Prosper wins the battle. Prosper to the rim. Prosper trying to dunk it. He missed it, but the rebound taken by Kyrie. Out to Thompson. Down to Prosper down low. Spins off, and that's blocked by Moody. Taken down by Santos. And then Santos threw it away, and Dallas will have it back.
Kerr arguing with a foul. He's not going to get one. And I don't mind Prosper getting those shots blocked. He staying aggressive, and because of that aggressiveness, turned it into a turnover.
Max Christie back in as well. As he gets it into Prosper. Kyrie comes and gets it against Payton. Fake left, go right. Hook it back behind to Prosper. Put it on the floor against Looney in the lane. He spins, shoots over Looney. Wide right, air ball, and comes down to Santos. In the middle of the floor to Payton, quickly to Curry, gets rid of it in no time, but it rims out from three from the left wing, and the rebound taken by Marshall. To Christie, and now Irving. Coming down on 5 minutes to play. Irving on the run, banging high off the glass and in. And the Mavericks with a 13-point lead at 52-39. Kyrie's got 15.
Nifty move.
Curry, right to left. Pick and roll with Looney. To the trailing Payton, and he'll hurt the rim.
Yeah, that's what Looney can do in the pick and roll. If you have that cutting coming in, you got to look for that man.
Gary Payton's got 7 off the bench. 52-41. Prosper the handoff to Christie against Moody. Into the lane, to the rim, lays it up and in. Nice little change of direction with the right to the left to be able to finish that.
Not shy at all. He's got 7.
Curry quickly the other way, up top for Payton. Makes the catch, goes up, reversed it, missed it. Rebound to Irving. Ahead to Marshall on the push. Here comes Marshall, looking for some help now, taking himself. Met by Looney, back out Thompson. Showing go on Moody, hook it back over his shoulder to Marshall for 3. That rims out. And the rebound to Santos of Golden State.
A nifty pass from Clay.
Here comes Moody up the right side. Trying to turn the corner on Marshall. Lost the handle, but it came to Curry, and he laid it up and in. Look what I found, says Stephen Curry, excuse me. 54-43. Prosper. Outside the arc, left of the circle, Marshall to Christie. Drives on Moody, spins on Moody. Shot blocked by Looney from the weak side out of bounds.
Being aggressive, though, that's what you want to see. Keep that defense thinking out there. And I think this is the first time we're going to see the Warriors actually play small with Draymond at the 5.
Dinwiddie checks in for the Mavericks to replace Thompson. Jimmy Butler back in with Curry, Moody, Buddy Hield,
Santos.
And Santos. Oh no, and Gary Payton, he's the 5th. Santos out.
Butler, Green, Hield, Curry, Moody.
Again, Draymond playing the 5 in this look. Inbound to the corner. Christie dropped it. Tried to get it out to the wing. Knocked away by Green out of bounds.
Green
10 to shoot.
Well, Green, they give Green a lot of leeway. Barking in that rest face. They don't call the tee. They grade them on a curve.
Irving bounces it into Prosper. Back to Irving. 7 to shoot on the arena logo. They try to trap him. Slip out of the trap. Prosper the catch in the lane. Prosper with 2. Doesn't check the clock. Christie's not going to get it away in time. He did get it away in time. Oh, my goodness. They're going to check that. I don't know that he did.
Yeah, and the ref signal to the scores table. They're going to check it.
56-43 for the moment. Here is Butler with 3:15 remaining. Left of the lane against Kyrie. Into the lane, not looking to shoot. Out to Moody, now to Curry. Down low Green against Marshall. To the cutting Butler for the dunk. And there's that split action that Golden State has made famous for the years.
Butler providing a lot more spacing for Curry and vice versa.
And Jimmy Butler now with 8 points. Dinwiddie against Curry. Outside the arc, left of the circle to the curling Kyrie at the nail. Met by Butler, spins off him, and then high off the glass with one hand. Can't finish it. Butler the rebound. Kyrie behind the play. Numbers for Golden State. Green to the right, bad pass. But Moody got it. Nobody got out to him, and he misses the 3. The rebound in traffic taken by Marshall. Got it to Dinwiddie. Up the left side against Buddy Hield. Stop and go, and the spin in the lane. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Continue to be aggressive, drawing that foul. First time for him to go to the line tonight. The Mavericks playing with pace, being attacking mindset, 24 points in the paint.
Again, only 2 fast break points, but that
pace is not necessarily always fast break points. It's getting the offense early, getting that shot within 8 seconds, getting the flow, not letting that defense get set, and attacking.
Dinwiddie misses the first foul shot. Edwards comes back in for the Mavericks for Prosper. 2:25 remaining in the first half.
Lomax has 7 assists in the first half.
Mavericks have 14 assists on their 23 made baskets, 61%. And I'm not sure what the delay is here.
He's wondering why they're not looking at this replay. Yep, and they just
they did overturn it.
Just missed it.
So
Curtin is at the stoppage in play. He's like, let me know the score.
54-45 is the correct score now as Dinwiddie hits the second one to make it 55-45. Only 10 total free throws shot in the first half. Mavericks 3 of 4, Golden State's 4 of 6. Here's Podziemski. Curling is Curry, cutting is Green down the lane, laid it up and in.
And that ball and body movement just puts so much pressure on a defense.
6 for Draymond Green. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Mavericks up 8. Irving against Butler. Behind the left hash mark. Hip high dribble. Away from the screen of Edwards. Kick it right to Marshall. At the right elbow. Into the lane. Bumping with Podziemski. Hanging in the lane. Scores. Too much size for Donji Marshall against Brandon Podziemski. 57-47. Here's Curry trying to go low for Butler. And that's knocked away by Kyrie out of bounds. And it'll be Golden State's ball with 19 to shoot.
What you have to do when they're trying to take advantage of a mismatch is front your man. And that's what Kyrie was able to do right then.
Baseline right inbound.
A little bit of knocking off between Draymond Green and Najee Marshall. 2 players are not going to back down from anything.
No, sir. Inbound to Green. Swing it to the top to Podziemski. Coming around is Curry. There's the back door on the split with Green. Left corner healed. Shot fake. Fly by Dinwiddie. 3-pointer short. And there's Podziemski coming right down the lane. Nobody put a body on. Laid it up and in. Brian, he's a really good rebounding guard. Averages over 5 per game.
Just have to put a body on him. Come driving in that lane.
57-49. Irving against Curry. Left side. Now out beyond the arc, trying to turn the corner, and does, and draws the foul on Curry before the shot.
Curry's the guy you want to attack defensively in the one-on-one. Kyrie takes it right to him. That's going to be his second foul.
The first in the last 2 minutes against Golden State. And Irving looking to get it into Edwards and does. Edwards holding it, lob, dangerously so, and that's off of Kyrie out of bounds. A bad angle to try to throw that pass. Jimmy Butler did a good job fronting that.
Only 6 turnovers for the Mavs in the first half.
As we come down on a minute to play in the first half. Heel to Green, swing it left. Butler dropped it, recovers, curling is Curry. He beats Christie, met by Marshall, banked it up and in as he hit the deck.
Oh, and a bad pass,
and a bad pass on the inbound, and the steal by Podziemski. Cross-court Curry on the move to the rim Euro step. Back out, Green, left corner, and finds Curry for 3. Short, rebound, tipped out beyond the lane. Taken by Butler, back to Curry. You can't give him a second chance like that.
Well, that's 8 offensive rebounds already for 12 second chance points.
7 straight points for the Warriors, 57-54, final 30 seconds of the half. An 11-3 run if you want to extend it out further over the last 2.5 minutes. Here comes Christie on the drive, and he had it knocked away from him. Curry knocked that away. Curry thinks that was not the case. Jason Goble with the call. Steve Kerr looking at his bench to see if he should review it, and he's going to review it.
Yeah, and he's frustrated just like Jason Kidd. It's like, I got to use it for this.
20.1 seconds remaining in the first half. The Mavericks up by 3. And again, any drought that comes against a team that has Steph Curry on the floor can be rather deadly.
Well, let me say this. I have a question for you. Am I amongst royalty?
Why are you amongst royalty?
Dallas possession is being challenged by Golden State.
While we look at this review, I believe I'm with someone who's in a Ring of Honor.
Yeah, somehow the alma mater decided that they wanted to do something nice for me.
How about that?
So yeah, I got the call actually last week, and they announced it yesterday that I will be going into the University of Florida's College of Journalism Communication Ring of Honor.
How about that? Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, Brian.
Well deserved.
It's really awesome, and you know, the people I'm going in with, with the voice of the Gators, the late Otis Boggs, who's, you know, I spotted for him my last 2 years at Florida. Artie Kempner played football at Florida. He's going to be directing the Daytona 500 on Sunday for Fox Sports. He's been with them for over 20 years. And Steve Russell and I worked together. We were kids together at Florida. He and I did baseball and women's basketball together at Florida. It's just way too cool. I'm just totally blown away. But it's just great. I'm just sorry I can't go to the ceremony. That's they're doing it on March the 6th, and we'll be coming back from Milwaukee. But there'll be a message sent, and it'll be very heartfelt. University of Florida means a lot to me. It really does.
Well, they obviously, you mean a lot to them as well. So I wanted to make sure you got your flowers.
I appreciate it. Thanks very much. But can we please get back to the matter at hand here?
I know you don't like talking about yourself, so that's why I did it for you.
Thank you. Here's James Williams.
After review, it has been determined that there is no foul proximate to the play by Steph Curry. Following that, Dallas throws the ball out of bounds. The ruling on the floor of Dallas possession has been overturned to Golden State possession. The game clock will be reset to 20.5. Golden State keeps their timeout, and they have one challenge remaining.
Well, they're going to have one shot here to potentially tie the game. The difference between you and me is I take every opportunity to toot my own horn and pat myself on the back. But you're too humble for that.
Well, I say it's a really cool thing, and their program is fantastic. They do wonderful things there, and I'm happy to support them. And obviously, they've done really something very cool for me.
Excellent.
Well, here come the Warriors. Final shot of the first half. As Curry comes across the line on the left, screened by Butler, now by Edwards, guarding, and Curry keeps the dribble to his left in the lane, and blocked by Prosper, picked up by Butler with 5, got it back out, Green on the drive down.